What up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another video, and I guess an apology, guys, my brothers and sisters. Stuff has been happening, behind the scenes as life, just comes up, and I had to chill out a little bit. I'm in Florida, I'm in Central Florida, and we got hit, and we had no power for what felt like forever, dude. Even though they were working quickly, but we were like in a very small grid of people. But whatever. Point is, my family's safe, and I'm able to do this internet thing again and see you guys again. It's awesome to be back. On a personal level, though, I know that a lot of you guys are, whether you want to call yourselves religious or spiritual or whatever. I really kind of need positive vibes. Wifey's got some stuff that she's got to do, so I've tried to man up a little bit more than usual. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's not why we're here. You're here to see the disaster that is Kamala Harris. And here's the thing, you guys, all the things that Kamala Harris is doing, the Fox interview with Prepare, which was kind of funny, man, like, especially if you just look at it and you're like, I knew she was never gonna say anything serious. And just the Al Smith dinner thing, it's just been one embarrassment after another. But the thing is that the left, who keep calling us a cult, the conservative guys, right, the MAGA movement, they call us a cult, whereas we're okay with diversity, with actual diversity, because it just happens naturally in the wild. It's crazy, you know what I mean? So we just, anybody that believes in basically the same, family values, whether you're a Christian, a Jew or Muslim, Hindu, dude, anything. All we care about is the American dream, the Constitution, and bro, some basic humanity, dude. And the left has commandeered words from us. They've completely, like, perverted the nature of them. And I gotta say, I'm not gonna let it happen, bro. I'm not gonna let it happen anymore. I'm not gonna try to be rude with it. I'm not gonna be out there like, nah, I'm not. But I can't do it anymore, bro. I can't do it anymore. And I'm not a doctor. But, like, they changed the definition of vaccine for the COVID jab. Crazy, crazy stuff. And I'm not gonna let the left do it anymore, bro. And speaking of that, Kamala Harris has got Miss Beyonce in tow. Now, I don't know, man. Beyonce used to be kind of class act, kind of classy, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of top level, top shelf. And I don't know, you guys, she I don't know, maybe, Jay-Z kind of corrupted her or broke her even, we don't know what happened backstage. But I'm kind of disappointed in her, not just because she's supporting Kamala Harris, which the most left, leaning candidate ever in presidential history, for sure. It's not just that she's doing this, although that's obviously bad too. But she had that problem with, she wouldn't go to the country music awards. And it's like, dude, you had a country album, you wanted to up it, up the stakes. And you wanted to show how you could do it, right? So why not go to the awards, And they actually had, like, an open invitation, and they wanted her to, be included. It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely insane. But we're gonna get to this article. Sorry, you guys. I had to do a little bit of a wrap up. You know what I mean? A little debriefing after the briefing. But it says, why Harris, with Beyonce in tow, is heading to solidly red Texas. Appearing alongside a pop superstar and talking about abortion rights in a state with a strict ban, oh, for the love, the vice president is hoping to deliver viral moments that will resound in faraway battlegrounds. From the New York Times, extremely leftist, fake news, but, I'm hoping to red pill people out here. And here's what I'm going to do, right? What Kamala Harris is doing, right, is basically just bolstering the candidates in Texas. Hopefully. Right? She's just doing what Donald Trump was doing in 2016 and 2017 and 2018, etc., 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 you know? And he's been doing it since 2020 also. And he's not even the president, but his attaboys and attagirls, obviously, because we're an equal opportunity, you know, family over here. Yeah, dude, they add up. But, bro. Anyways, we're going to check this out. Dude. Absolutely insane. From the New York Times. So that then you guys can say, you know, how I'm a conservative and this and that. Dude, hey, the New York Times, you guys. What do they call it? The Gray Lady, I think? Anyways, and this is messed up because they're making it seem like she's so novel and creative. She came up with this strategy to bolster the Senate race so that Ted Cruz can lose the seat and the state can go one step further into becoming a purple, maybe even a blue state. I'm going to have to take the Lord's name in vain. God forbid that ever happens. Maybe that's not in vain. Is it in vain? I don't think that's in vain. But we're not going to get off on that tangent. So, before we get any further, because I'm really bad at this apparently, I needed to practice. But if you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'd love to have you be the newest member of the flock. The flock is for life. So, you know, whatever you guys can do, we'd love to have you. Remember, the air is for everyone, you guys. Now, does she... The thing is, before we even get into the subtle nuances, if there are any, in this article, we have to talk about whether or not Kamala Harris would have any type of impact, any type of, I don't want to call it star power because she's so fake. She is the perfect politician, and I mean that in the most insulting way possible because now one of her views are actually there. Her views, her values, all this crap, they change as the situation merits it. She's a chameleon. She really is a chameleon. And people that have no principles to stand for whatsoever, that's kind of a messed up dude, right? That'd be kind of a messed up wifey, right? Imagine one day you wake up and your wife is the Democrat. Just kidding. It's Halloween, you guys. I had to throw in a scary joke, a scary dad joke. But seriously, you guys, like, they've thrown everything from racism to, that's why you should vote for Kamala Harris because of racism, to sexism. That's why, you know, white dudes for Harris. Bro, listen, let me tell you something. While your wives are being, you know, railed, and you're allowing it because, you know, polyamorous relationships and all the debauchery that you guys allow over there on that side. And then we're the weird ones. That's the craziest thing ever, bro. We're the weird... Yo. Woo-wee. Anyways, white dudes for Harris. Beta! Now, here we go. Vice President Kamala Harris might have traveled on Friday to Philadelphia or Milwaukee for the umpteenth time. But motivating tuned out voters in battleground states required something different. And have I mentioned that today Donald Trump will be, you know, the interview with Joe Rogan is going to be aired. Can't wait, dude. I can't wait. Maybe I'll make a review video on that. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys would be interested in that. But anyways, this is going to be crazy, dude. Something to do. So her campaign engineered a trip to Houston, the largest city in Texas, decidedly not a presidential battleground state, where she would be joined at a rally by Beyonce and the country music legend Willie Nelson. Oh, you sellout. ICP, you're a bunch of sellouts too, dude. I had probably almost all your albums, dude. And you guys had like 10 albums. It was crazy. They had such a cool gimmick. It was really cool. They had like the Joker's cards, and then you had to get each Joker card, so you had to buy each album. It was a cool concept, dude. And their music was great. It was great. But I can't see them in the same way anymore. How can I see them in the same way when these people who should be projecting male authority figures, and that's not about the patriarchy. Spare me, miss me with that, please, please, please. Don't make me get ugly, because I can't. let's talk about how the natural order of society. The natural order of society is that men take care of the family, the wife, etc., 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 because we're built to be, out of the two genders, we're built to be the warriors. We're built to be the you know, if the fighting's got to happen, it's for us. You know what I mean? We're not we're not we're not gonna keep it any other percentage here but 100. All right. We're not gonna pretend here that, you know, women can be stronger than men. No, that's I'm not gonna get started on that. I'm not gonna even pretend anymore. I told y'all I'm not gonna pretend. But damn, dude. So Willie Nelson, huh? I don't know why that bothers me so much that he's supporting her. Why should I even be surprised anymore? Are any of you guys surprised? Tell me, keep it real. Are you any of you guys surprised that so many Hollywood legends are bowing and just bending over backwards in every position possible to make good with Kamala Harris, or to usher in the era of Harris, if you will? You know, it's insane, you guys, and I can't be the only one here that's noticing this. They're not humans anymore in the typical sense, in the reasonable sense. They have typically these celebrities, they have affluence beyond our wildest dreams, to the point of where they could spend maybe $100,000 every month and still be balling, you know. But they think that they're like us, and they think that we should value their opinion. Why on earth should I value the opinion of somebody that, if the tax law changes, or if the company, because I'm treating it like a business, if the country collapses because of communist bull stuff, trying to keep it PG-13, trying to keep it in that level, then, bro, like, do you want to vote for these people that are vacuous, wealthy, but at the end of the day, they're just professional liars? Think about that for a second, you guys. All they do is lie for a living, and they get paid obscene amounts of money. Same thing for the athletes and all that. Dude, that's a separate conversation. But bro, why should we care about Beyonce? Honestly. It says, if it takes Vice President Harris to elevate the voices of women in Houston so they are heard in Madison and Kalamazoo and Pittsburgh, that's what we're going to do, said Trey Martinez Fisher, the Democratic leader in the Texas State House. I'm sure Trey loves it. Loves it, loves it, loves it. That he has to share his wife with like 3 other guys. I'm sure he loves it. This is absolutely insane that these guys are doing all these backflips and this revisionist history that's not even real. It's like a fantasy. I don't get it. And they will gaslight you. They will tell you that the hoaxes, like the bloodbath thing and the verifying people hoax and all that other crap, they'll tell you, no, he said it. And you get the thing and you present it to them, and the cognitive dissonance is so real that either they get like feral with you, you know, or they kind of collapse inwards. I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. Just about everything related to Miss Harris's Houston trip is engineered to create news that will reach voters in the battleground states. Before the rally with Beyonce and Mr. Nelson, she is scheduled to record a podcast interview with the popular podcaster Renee Brown. I know I'm an old dude, but who the hell is Brene Brown? It says a University of Houston professor and vulnerability researcher who has an audience of millions that skews heavily female. A real thing, for real. All right? When is it that men became the problem to everything on this planet? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Vulnerability researcher? What type of HR gobbledygook is that, bro? Like, what? Yo. Miss Harris is following a path traveled recently by former President Donald J. Trump. Not recently, brothers. Not recently. He had been doing that since like 2016, trying to, what would they call it? Buffer the other candidates. He did that. He helped people get elected. He had the Trump bump was real, And let's see, who held campaign events in Aurora, Colorado, and Coachella, California, and is set to appear on Sunday at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Woo! Damn, dude, that's hype. I'm hyped right now. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Mr. Trump is planning his own Texas sojourn on Friday, heading to Austin to record Joe Rogan's podcast. He is also scheduled to appear with Senator Ted Cruz, the Republican who is being challenged by Representative Colin Allred. Bro, Colin Allred. Dude. What a joke. Honestly. What a joke. What a, complete feminization of what a man should be, and with these credentials. Because if I'm not mistaken, he served like 20 years in special forces or some trash like that. And I'm not saying that those are trash units. I'm just saying that when these people come into politics, it's always like, oh, I was in a special unit, so that means that I'm going to be able to do governance now. They don't really translate, but we vote like that because we kind of like our veterans. And I say kind of because I love the veterans. But this country, unfortunately, kind of treats them real bad, dude. Kind of raw dogs the hell out of them. For real, Anyways, it is the latest evidence that in modern presidential campaigns, viral content in social media feeds is just as desirable as a segment on local TV news in battleground states. And guess what, guys? That also means that the New York Times days are numbered, bro. And that's just another thing about Trump was right. He's not the God Emperor. Like, I think he's the God Emperor because I like to troll the left. And you hate watchers that hate for real. I don't know why, but whatever. Dude, he's fallible. He's not Jesus, He's not. When I say things like he's the God Emperor and stuff like that, it's just to troll you guys. Because you guys are the cult. And now you're finding out that your reach, your influence is diminishing. New York Times, man. It's just another thing that Trump was right on. That's kind of uncanny, really. It's kind of uncanny. Both Miss Harris and Mr. Trump have dispensed with what used to be a flurry of interviews that presidential nominees gave to local television stations. Barack Obama, one of the worst presidents ever, if not the worst. No, I forgot Biden's the president. Yeah, wow. Oof. We could do like a reverse Mount Rushmore, right? So we could do like a pit, like a valley with their faces, but kind of kissing their own butts. That'd be amazing, I think. With the worst presidents up there, and we could put Barack Obama, we could put Michelle, sorry, and we could put, Joe Biden and Dr. Biden. That's always funny, dude. That always cracks me up. And why not put Kamala Harris and the wife beater, what's his name? Doug Emhoff. And I'm not saying he's a wife beater, but there's allegations going around. And he's definitely a nasty human being, dude. Nasty, nasty, nasty. People in glass houses, man, shouldn't be throwing stones, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, tell me what you guys think down below. I know it's kind of a long video. Again, my apologies. I'm going to try to be back on a regular basis. I've missed you guys. I've missed the interaction. This has always been kind of therapeutic for me to be able to talk with you guys and hopefully red pill some of you guys, and I come obviously with a little conservative bent, but at the end of the day, I really do practice what I preach. I try to, you know, to be as faithful of a representative that I would want, you know, to be any type of role model for my daughter, you know. So it's easy for me to say, you know what, I'd rather keep my honor, my integrity intact than be a person like Doug Emhoff, who's got all these crazy allegations and did some real dirty stuff with the nanny, and it's just disgusting, dude. And then you go to Kamala, and she's disgusting as hell too. Now they're saying that she's in the Diddy parties. I don't know if that's true. That's alleged, but those things look real. They don't look photoshopped. But who knows anymore? They, you know, things like that can happen, like with the Photoshop or the AI. It's crazy. It's crazy now the way things are going. Anyways, I'm gonna put this article down below. Let me know what you guys think. As always, you know, I appreciate you guys hanging here with me. Excuse me. I really should cut from my mouth. Anyways, as always, you guys, remember to always stay safe and stay based.